The Funny Flower Hour would like to recommend that you listen to this program on a pair of quality headphones. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the show. Today, in sweet and sour news, Mother Teresa made a sex tape and gave all the profits to lepers. Back to you. Live from KTHC Studios in Eugene, Oregon, it's the Funny Flower Hour. Funny Flowers. He's your favorite buddy when things get cruddy. Your fearless leader who's not much of a reader. He's your local clown who likes to get down. He's your guy with half a try. Give it up for Sergeant Sunflower.
Well, hello, Funny Flowers. How's everybody feeling in the studio today?
It's about time you asked.
Who put the bop into bop?
Boy, do we have a show for you tonight. Cecil Knievel is going to jump his dirt bike over a fleet of station wagons and directly through those doors onto this stage.
Did he say Evil's here?
We're gonna see Evel Knievel. Heck no. You think we can afford that? But his equally exciting and danger-driven cousin, second cousin, or whatever, is here, and I think he's just as good at half the price. What? So, what do you say, folks? Look, I gotta be honest with you, Flowers. My heart's just not in it today. I got some bad news this morning. And we're all sort of, one big family here at the Funny Flower Hour. Aren't we?
What? Yeah, whatever. You could say that, I guess.
This show wouldn't be the same without its host. Right?
Hey, meh.
You all like the free tickets you got today, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't kill you to show a little compassion. Now, as I was saying, I got a pretty rough diagnosis from the doctor this morning. And at the moment, it's not certain whether or not Sergeant Sunflower will be able to continue hosting this show. This morning, my doctor informed me that my body is filled with antibodies. Right now. And I'm no doctor, but last I checked, I've only got one body. So I'm guessing it's only a matter of time until the antibodies take over my body. What? You just can't win 1 against a million,
Doesn't that mean you have a healthy immune system?
Look, we all like to pretend we know what fancy medical words mean, but there's just no time for that. This is serious. You have to get your affairs in order when you're ready to kick the bucket. And that's what I have to do now. It's not going to be easy, but a man's gotta make peace with his maker at some point. So, why don't we listen to today's first sketch of the show and try and remember how lucky we are to be here.
Hey, what gives, man?
Sorry, Cecil. We sort of forgot about you over here on account of life is pointless.
Up next on Shark Tank, we have Mickey, and he's here to show you his new invention for dealing with depression.
This is my suicide machine, and if you decide you want to kill yourself, you just put your head right here and press the button, and no more head. It's that easy.
Well, a lot of people already killed themselves last year. How do I know, as an entrepreneur, that there's still a market for this item?
People kill themselves all the time.
That's true. That's true.
How does it work exactly? We saw a lot of faulty products last year, including the Self-Assassin 9000. They tried to cut corners with cheap Chinese plastic. Now they have customers walking around dissatisfied and still very alive. What kind of assurance can you give us?
Yes, our product has simple construction, very few pieces to malfunction. Insert your head into the guillotine right here, and just in case the chopping mechanism doesn't get you, we have a backup rotating blade complete with poison tips. How's that for you?
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that is impressive.
Well, I never.
What if your customers have entered a suicide pact with someone? Or they want to make this a family affair. Can your suicide assister accommodate that?
Yes, they can. In fact, every suicide assister comes with a second, smaller, more lightweight travel version of the SA9000. So up to 2 family members can check out of this life at one time. Let's say it's the big day. Mom and dad finish off the kids. They still each have a suicide assister. These are multi-use machines, guaranteed for over 100 chops, so they can say their goodbyes and leave this world together. Hey, how you doing?
That sounds romantic. Thank you, Mickey.
Well, I'm still not sold. This product is a one-hit wonder. You sell one, the customer puts it on their shelf for a rainy day. Maybe they get a new job and things start turning around in their life. Maybe they use it. Maybe it stays up on the shelf for a while. But you're really limiting your sales with a possible one-time use product like this. I want to invest in something that, brings in a continuous stream of revenue.
Excellent point. I appreciate your criticism. That's exactly why every suicide assister comes with a promo code to our sponsored podcast, What's the Point of Living? We find that a lot of our users have failed suicide attempts in the past, and they usually just need a bit of negative reinforcement to get them to the finish line. So rather than focus on trying to make them repeat customers, we turn them into content consumers and make more money through our depressing podcast advertising.
What kind of things do you advertise on the podcast?
Methamphetamines and weighted blankets.
Well, I'm sold.
Me too.
What do you say we all try it out, huh?
Yeah.
What do I care?
I'm not sure where my neck goes. Where does my neck go?
Just insert your neck right about there.
Is
Hey,
there
cameraman?
a cup
Ken,
holder on this thing? Ooh, I can't wait to try it out.
Get a picture. Get a picture. Smile. Okay, everyone say suicide.
Just
Tell
hold
my
your neck
kids I
down
won't
if
be
it
home
starts to
tonight.
wiggle.
There's a frozen
You gotta
lasagna.
really push your head through. Now press that button to start the chopping.
Preheat the oven.
There you
to-
go.
to 3.
That's the
Okay.
sweet spot.
All right, hold
Join
on. Get
us
a
next
picture.
week
Get a
for-
picture.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, holy hell. Oh, fuck my neck. Hey. Okay. Welcome to heaven. My name's God. First things first, before you come into heaven, you gotta take your shoes off. Don't wanna go tracking mud inside, okay? Now, before you go in, go ahead and kneel down on the cloud in front of you.
Like this?
Anywhere will do. I'll see you. And go ahead and worship me.
What?
Worship me. Do a little groveling real quick.
But you said I already made it to heaven.
I say a lot of things. So, get to it. Come on. Just a little worship.
Can't believe I gotta kneel in heaven.
Just a little bit.
I didn't like kneeling on earth.
I gave you the Grand Canyon. Come on, a little worship wouldn't kill you.
Bunch of bullshit.
Okay, and over here, we have the Jumbotron Theater. Next to that is the room with chocolate waterfalls. Over here, we've got angels giving blowjobs. They're actually in hell. This is like a corporate collab situation going on. Ping pong is by the water fountain. It's actually a rad egg roll cart around the corner. And across the hall is the foosball table.
What's that noise?
Ugh. Stupid atheist babies. I know. They're only up here because hell's remodeling. And they're going back to hell very soon, atheist babies. And over here. And that concludes your tour of heaven. Here's your name tag. What do you say we go make some new buds, huh?
I never really got along with people on Earth when I was alive.
You're kidding me. Da Vinci, Abe Lincoln, Ellen DeGeneres. You didn't like any of those people?
I never met any of those people.
Well, let's try again. Hey there, you seem like a nice chap. God here. Tell me, what was the most important thing to you while you were on Earth?
Happiness.
Like the health and happiness of the ones you loved?
Just like staying happy and grounded and totally in good spirits to make sure I can always appreciate
Your life. Got it. Super selfish. Okay, let's try over here. Hey, so Earth was crazy, huh? I got a fresh arrival here, trying to make some new buds. Let me ask you, what was the most important thing to you when you were living down on Earth?
Well, I always tried to stay present and mindful.
Great. Mindful of what specifically?
What do you mean?
God damn it. I gotta make a phone call.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Well, that's your tour. Thanks for making it here. So, what do you think of heaven, dude?
So, this is heaven? Seems, pretty cool.
Be serious. I know you're lying.
It seems a lot like Earth.
Yeah, I made that too. Go figure. God, people are so ungrateful. Like, not chill at all. Super not chill. Welcome back to the show, ladies and germs. I'm standing here in the audience now, and I'm trying to get some clarity. You see, life is a precious thing, and we all have to say goodbye to this world someday. So, I'm moving right past denial and onto acceptance. I want to make sure I leave this world on a good note. And there's no time to spare. I don't know how much longer I have on this earth.
You need to make peace with your loved ones.
You gotta get right with God before it's too late.
Healing crystals, psilocybin. You should have sage burning in every room in the house. Smelly burnt stuff, huh? Can't go wrong with that. Well, thank you all. This has given me a lot
to think about. Well, you know what the best medicine is?
Love.
Chocolate!
Peyote.
I was going to say laughter.
And tonight's sponsors are death. Everybody does it. It's not a big deal. And acceptance. Who's got time for that? And now a word from our sponsors.
Suicide is a serious topic, but so are jokes about suicide. With today's PC culture, suicide jokes are being pushed to the side, but a lot of people need to make those jokes in order to keep from killing themselves. Take Colin here.
I used to make 7 to 12 suicide jokes a day. And those jokes really help keep me going. This paperwork is so boring, I think I'm going to kill myself. I probably won't. Those jokes really used to make life worth living. Now I just think about actually killing myself.
Some people use therapy to feel better. Some people need medicine. Some people have to make jokes about suicide in order to get through the day.
All right, everybody. If you turn to page 7 on your PPS report.
Hey, I think if this meeting goes any longer, I might have to kill myself. Tonight, on the couch, with a bottle of pills.
Unfortunately, there is growing stigma around these types of interactions. More and more, people like Colin here are met with prejudice and misunderstanding and xenophobia when they try to express themselves.
And if everybody would just turn to page 9.
I'm really gonna do it this time. I'm gonna kill myself. I can't spend my life inside of a meeting. I hate it here.
Colin! Enough with the suicide jokes, okay? You really shouldn't talk like that in the workplace anyway.
Would you excuse me for a moment, sir?
Of course.
I can't even make jokes here anymore. God! I hate it here now.
That was the last time anyone in the office ever saw Colin again. Shortly after that incident, Colin went home for the night. But instead of eating dinner and going to bed, he cut his own neck off, leaving behind a note that read,
I miss joking about killing myself. You guys really ruined a good thing. Without jokes about possibly killing myself, I have nothing left to live for. Goodbye, cruel dickbag world. Don't worry, I'll never make jokes about killing myself again.
So remember, just because you don't like jokes about suicide doesn't mean you should stifle other people's choices to make those jokes. After all, those jokes might be the best thing they've got going on right now. So, you know, give them a break. Like, think about it, you know?
Funny Flowers, please welcome the Handsome Jazz.
I don't wanna face you no more. I'd rather erase you before I'm drowning in a stream of you. I'd rather make it seem all new. Afraid to move, don't wanna startle you and lose what's locked in my sight. Afraid to prove what I mean to you and find myself alone on this night. I sit and wait and then I salivate for a woman that doesn't show. My dinner's cold, but still I'm not sold. And there's something going on I don't know. I don't wanna face you no more. I'd rather erase you before. I'm drowning in a stream of you. I'd rather make it seem all new. My bones will crack if I try to hold the slack where you used to curl up beside me. You're leaving shame, but my bed will smell the same if I close both eyes inside me. My mind could break if I try to stay awake just to watch the memories of you, love. It makes me sick, but I have to wear a smile when I try to entertain a new love. I know, I can't pretend that I don't recall the sound of your voice. I know, I'm gonna make you sick if I try to argue with your choice. I know, I can't keep you on the shelf. I know why you left to save yourself. Face you no more. I'd rather erase you before. I'm drowning in a stream of you. I'd rather make it seem all new. I don't wanna face you no more. I'd rather erase you before. I'm drowning in a stream of you. I'd rather make it seem all new.
Well, it's been a heck of a show, people. I appreciate all the advice I got from my fellow flowers today. I had a good run. It would have been nice to see Crater Lake once before I kicked the big...
What do you have?
What's that?
What are your symptoms?
Oh, dry cough, fever, worms.
That doesn't sound
puffy
right.
paw.
That doesn't
Doctor
sound
says
right.
I shouldn't touch or lick my belly a whole week.
Why would you want to lick your belly?
I don't know. What if I find something sticky?
Who's your doctor?
Yeah,
who's your doctor?
I'm a doctor.
Let's see. The message machine said Dr. Vern something.
Dr. Vern?
I took my cat there once.
Isn't he a vet?
Hey, I blew that guy once.
Sunflower. Dr. Vern is a veterinarian in town. Did you take your cat to see Dr. Vern this week?
Well, you know, I don't know. Got a couple of cats running around.
He's gonna be
I
fine.
probably made a few, health
That's our
calls this week.
sunflower.
Kind of had a lot of errands.
Lay off the
Errands
pipe,
to do,
Jack.
the old errand list. I'm not really keeping track of myself like that. Kind of like to
I'm a
improv my to-do list.
I'm a doctor.
Well, that means I can lick my belly anytime I want now.
Yeah.
trying to tell me how to live my life. Fucking quack. Have a great day, everybody. Great life, too. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. What a day to be alive. I gotta find some popsicles. I really want a popsicle now. I'll bet Dean has some.
Attention, funny flowers.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to episode number 20 of the Funny Flower Hour. Don't forget to describe or follow on YouTube or Spotify or Crapple Pods or whatever.
And go check out our little sister podcast, Comedy Calls, where Jake and Elvis discuss
Meaningless crap. You know what? It wouldn't kill you to send us a message once in a while. Sure, we haven't put out an episode in over 3 years, but you wouldn't rush Da Vinci, would you? Although you might brush the guy. He was a painter, after all. I can't remember the last time I got a letter from a fan around here. But Spotify says we have listeners in Australia, Ireland, the UK, and guess what? I don't believe it. I think you're all out to get me. Why even bother doing this if nobody's listening anyway? What kind of a weirdo would put this much time into something for no one? I don't know.
only a real sicko.
You said it. Pass me those cough drops, would you?
Oh, well, there is a bag next to you. Do you have a preference on flavor?
Yeah, the cherry. That one's closer.